Myth versus fact. Rethink how you study. Many of us believe that the more we read and reread a text, the better we will know it. We sit for hours, highlighter in hand, convinced that by simply exposing our eyes to the information, it will seep into our brains and stick. This is a comforting myth. Passive study, like rereading, feels incredibly easy and smooth. It creates a powerful illusion of fluency, a feeling that because we recognize the words on the page, we must therefore understand and remember them. This sensation of learning is often mistaken for the real thing, leading to surprise and disappointment when we can't recall the information later. The hard fact, however, stands in stark contrast. True, durable learning doesn't come from passive absorption. It comes from active engagement. What exactly is passive learning? In its simplest form, passive learning is any method where you take in information without actively testing your ability to remember or apply it. It is a one-way street where knowledge flows towards you, but you are not required to send it back. The most common form of this is rereading a textbook chapter. You might run your eyes over the same paragraphs multiple times. The words will become more familiar. You might recognize key phrases and feel a sense of confidence because you know what's coming next on the page. So, what is the alternative? Active recall is the direct opposite of passive review. It is the process of actively stimulating your memory to retrieve a piece of information. Instead of looking at the answer, you force your brain to find it. This simple act of pulling a memory to the surface is what strengthens it. Think of it like exercising a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. When you attempt to recall a fact, formula, or concept, you are strengthening the neural connections associated with that piece of knowledge. This makes it easier and faster to access in the future. The superiority of active recall over passive learning is not just a theory. It is one of the most consistent findings in cognitive psychology. For decades, researchers have run studies comparing learning strategies. The results are overwhelmingly clear. In experiment after experiment, learners who are tested on material, forced to recall, consistently outperform learners who simply restudy the same material for the same amount of time. This testing effect holds across subjects' ages, settings. From memorizing vocabulary to understanding complex scientific concepts, active recall builds durable, flexible memory. Adopting active recall doesn't require expensive software or a complete overhaul of your life. It simply involves small, simple shifts in your study habits. Here are 3 practical techniques you can start using today. First, embrace the power of flashcards, but use them correctly. For each card, look at the question and force yourself to state the answer out loud, from memory. Only then should you turn it over to check. Be honest. If hesitant or partial, put it back in the practice soon pile. Second, the self-quiz. Close your book and summarize the main points on a blank sheet. Explain concepts in your own words, then compare with the source to find gaps. Third, teach it to a person, a pet, or even a rubber duck. The Feynman technique forces simplification and exposes fuzzy understanding. When you stumble, you've found a golden opportunity for deeper learning. The path to more effective learning is paved not with ease, but with effort. Comfortable, familiar methods like rereading and highlighting create a dangerous illusion of competence. They feel productive, but often fail to build strong, lasting memories. Cognitive science is clear. Our brains don't learn best by passively absorbing information. They build robust knowledge when challenged to actively retrieve it. It's the difference between looking at the map and actually navigating the terrain. Shift from putting information in to actively pulling it out. The essence of active recall. These methods may feel harder and slower, but they pay dividends in long-term retention. Each successful retrieval rewrites the memory, making it stronger, clearer, more accessible. Begin today. Read once, close the book, and write what you recall. Captioned B-roll. Written by Barbara Oakley. Call to action. Try one self-test today. Read once, close the book, write what you recall.